Hopefully. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Shall we try again? Go ahead, as anybody would like. You can't be serious. I rummaged through your empty mind. I see you have, as expected.
Silence!
I'm afraid I have no idea who...
miles away went from the start. There a lot of lag.
Yeah. Hopefully this will be better, he says. Hopefully. But we'll see. I'm afraid I have no idea who the devil this Owen Forth is either. And one of the fact remains that these cards were rearranged to pin the blame on Mr. Wet. That's in itself proof the defendant isn't the real culprit. Prosecutor Blackwell is right. Besides, the important question here is not who does the message point to, but rather who rearranged the cards. Why didn't you point that out earlier if you already knew? Sorry. In any case, there were two opportunities for someone to rearrange the cards. First was when Mr. Wet entered the dressing room, and the second was when Uendo discovered the body. Are you accusing me of rearranging the cards? Me, who care to testify out of goodness of my own heart? Well, you didn't exactly come running out screaming straight away, did you? Even a mere 2 to 3 minutes is more than enough time to get them some devilry. So what exactly were you doing there, Uendo? Put down the tea and spit out your answer. Mr. Prosecutor, what's a guy supposed to do at a time like this? Silence is more precious than diamonds, witness. Therefore, you only need stay silent. The offense is devious. They're waiting for you to make a slip of the tongue. Oh, I see. So that's what they're after, is it? In that case, Your Honor, I decided not to say another word. Very good. After all, your right to remain silent is protected by law.
Can't stay silent.
Well, Prosecutor Blackwell, any other brilliant ideas you'd like to share? Did you hear that, Sykes Dodo? A ragged artist who's afraid to speak. Who's ever heard of such a thing? You're trying to taunt him into talking. Such a petty trick will never work. That's right. I'm not going to fall for it. Anyway, I'm only asking to hear your story. Besides, is it not your job to tell your tales if there's an audience to listen? Even so, I have the right to refuse to answer. The more you keep quiet, the more we want you to talk. That's simply human nature. Isn't that right? People of the gallery.
To bring other witness of this case is avoid.
Yeah, true. Even with this wonderful audience in front of you, you still refuse to talk? If so, then perhaps you chose the wrong line of work, my friend. You're saying I should quit because I'm not afraid to speak my mind, I'll have you know. No, never mind what I just said. It is scary to talk, absolutely terrifying. But no, as a regular artist, I must talk. If I don't, how can I ever show my face on stage again? Your Honor, I'm ready to testify. He did it. He managed to convince you under the power with his power of suggestion technique. Bully for you, Uendo. That's as a real regular artist should be. All right, if the witness wishes to testify, then by all means, please do. To be turned to such an obvious ploy, what a man of weak spirit. Did I notice what? Did I notice what? Humongous what? Ginormous what? In the dressing room.
He has multiple personalities.
At my performance, I went to visit the she-show. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. At my performance, I went to visit she-show. I called at him from outside the room, but he didn't reply. Will you enter the dressing room? I saw Shisha slumped over the table, motionless. From what I can tell, there do not appear to be any inconsistencies in the testimony. Of course there aren't any, because I'm not trying to hide anything. Prosecutor Sarmadi's right. I don't see anything inconsistent either. But I did pick up on some faint discord in Yuendo's heart.
So Owen Fourth is the fourth personality.
Right. Makes sense, I suppose. Please don't tell me that's rain. I wanted to ponder all you'd like, defense, but it is pointless. Your Honor, I believe there is no need for further deliberation. I disagree, Your Honor. I detected discord in the voice of the witness's heart. There's clear indication that Yuendo is facing some sort of inner turmoil. You're saying what I think you're saying, Miss Sykes? Yes, Your Honor. The defense would like to conduct a quick therapy session on this witness. Yuendo, there's no need for you to submit this as so-called therapy. It's fine by me. I have nothing to hide. Bring it on. Makes sense. Makes sense. Impetuous fool. Why will you not listen to the guidance of this humble servant of the Holy Mother? Ah! So annoying. If the witness wishes to proceed, I see no problem, prosecutor. In one ear and out the other. It seems this performer has no need for your so-called guidance, prosecutor sad monk. Just know this, Yuendo. Your folly will surely earn you divine retribution. Thanks, Simon. I'm going to make the most of this opportunity created for me. Just keep your wits about you. I will. Yuendo, could you tell us again about...
really want the badge be taken away.
He does. The prosecutor really wants this badge taken away. Could you tell us again about what happened in the dressing room? Let's have a look. After my performance, I went to visit Shisha. I called to him from outside the room, but he didn't reply. When I entered the dressing room, I saw Shisha jumped over the table, motionless. You want something here just as much. How would you not be shocked? Match. Ah, I see. Match, as in managed to ascertain a thoughtful, calculated hypothesis. In other words, you wanted something here that didn't match, correct? It appears you match your match. No worries. Only just one match. There's still the rest of the game to go.
How would you be shocked?
Because how would you, you would be in shock that he didn't reply, surely. But I got the right idea, just not the right one. I'm noticing something strange with these emotions. Something strange with cheesy toast, can you say? No, something strange with these emotions. How could you have heard something stranger with cheesy toast skin? I don't know. Maybe it's me who's got some cheese in my ears. Did he really afford to open up and swallow his cushions out of shame for that bad joke? The point I'm trying to make is that I noticed something unexpected in your emotions. Now stop hiding and come out where we can see you. Bailiff, please bring the witness of your replacement cushions.
But moreover is than shock, it's more about worry, so believe.
Fair. Makes sense. So what was it this time what was this unexpected thing you noticed? Oh, come on! His Honor said a few cushions, not a few dozen. Now that we've all had a good laugh, please continue, Miss Sykes. Who's laughing? Focus, Athena. Don't let yourself get rattled. When you entered the room and saw your master slumped motionless over the table, you weren't the least bit shocked, Endo. Do you think that's a little odd? Is it though? A lack of surprise means you were prepared for what you saw. And I think I know why. The reason Endo wasn't shaken when he saw his master's dead body is because... Endo, I think maybe the reason you weren't shaken was because you already knew you would find your master dead. What? What kind of thing is that to say? You got it all wrong. Oh, wait. Just remember something. I thought Shisha was sleeping when I first saw him. Okay, down to halfway. You thought he was sleeping? Sounds plausible, but... When do you think he was asleep? Well, he had his head and his arms up in the table as if he was taking a nap. Oh, and one other thing. There's that note, too. A note? What note? Ah, he must be talking about this. Appears to be written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Resting, do not disturb.
You know there will be breakdown emotions.
Oh, of course. Yes, that's not what I saw. After reading that, who wouldn't think Shisha was napping? That's a pretty reasonable assumption. You've got to be kidding me. That's right. I saw this note, so that's why I thought Shisha was asleep. I want to change my system to include that statement. Alright, now I'll run an update. It's my performance. He went to visit Shisha. I called him from outside the room, but he didn't reply. When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping. Something seemed off, so we rushed over to him. I was shocked to find him dead. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Got it!
Anger? I noticed something funny in your emotions again. Funny, you say? Guess an entertainer my character can make people laugh, even with my emotions. Who knew? I didn't mean that kind of funny. Quite the opposite. I see you suddenly felt anger. What I want to know is, what made you feel angry all of a sudden? What? Let's see. Oh yeah, now I remember. As I was going on, I whacked my little piggy on something. I was annoyed at my own clumsiness. Wait, you mean you stubbed your pinky toe? It's just a little bump on my little piggy. No big deal. It's embarrassing, really. Sounds more like he's hiding something. You better dig it a bit deeper. No to be embarrassed, Endo. I'm afraid it's something we need to look into. Don't really see anything you could have stuck your toe on. There are dressing room door in this picture. But maybe there was something there at the time. Endo, what exactly did you stub your toe on?
Objection!
What an irrelevant question. Oh god, wait. That's it. You dishonor the soul of the victim with these unnecessary delays. You tell her, really, who doesn't stub their toe every once in a while? You really gotta fuss over every small detail like this. Well, the thing is... Even the most subtle fluctuations of a person's psyche can clue us into the truth. That's why it's important to get to the bottom of this question. And plus, guess if I write down now, who knows what new insults I will hurl my way. Is there really a trace of what left Uendo's... of what Uendo stubbed on by the door? Why in the world might be there then it's not there now? I'm assuming it's this. Because the table's moved. Right? Is that what we're going with here?
Take that!
LV. TV.
Yeah, the table's pretty far from the door. To be fair, the TV isn't plugged in.
Take that!
Please take a Google of this photo of the crime scene. Do you see it? Now that you mention it, I do see traces of something getting dragged. And the drag mark ends... there at the TV. It supplies the TV is originally by the door. I'm convinced this TV is the object the witness stubbed his toe on. Well, Uendo, how about it? Yes, you're right, it was the TV. Not out of 10%. So still noise level there. There, the noise level dropped again. Yes, I stubbed my pinky toe on the TV. But what of it? Why is it so important to you? So the noise went down, but it hasn't completely disappeared yet. It means he's still hiding something. Okay, let's try this tactic instead. I wonder why was the TV moved there? Shisha must have moved it so we could watch my routine. Well place to put it, right in the middle of the doorway like that. I don't want to bump into it again, so I put it back where it belonged. Performances on stage can be viewed in the dressing room using that TV. That's right, it's a closed circuit monitor that shows the stage. I see. Now what? I can't find anything else out of place. I still haven't got the noise level down to 0 yet. Simon, I'm still getting noise here, but I don't see anything else fishy. This is precisely why amateurs are such a bother. Sorry. I'm in no mood to play nursemaid here, but if that's what it takes to save the sober shop. Hoy, Uendo. Here's a curiosity for you. Yeah, true. This table Master Tonido was slumped over, looks like it was moved. Did you happen to bump into it while you were moving the TV back? Oh my, yes you're right. The TV hit the table and Shisha's body moved with a jolt. So I first realised Shisha was dead. Oh, but how scared I was. I see. Thank you. We're finally getting a more precise picture of how the body was discovered. But I'd wager you need to put the spurs to Uendo just a trifle longer. Right. Can't keep asking Simon to bail me out like this. It's taking me to regain my footing and really stand on my own. Uendo, what you said just now about discovering your master's death, do you please describe all of that again for the court in detail? Alright. But before you do, let me just plug in the latest information. To my performance, yeah. I called to him from outside the room, yeah, that's fine, but he didn't reply, that's fine. When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping, that's fine. The info update. I tried to enter the dressing room, stubbed my toe on TV, hence why I was angry. I put the TV back in its normal spot, I realised that Shisha was dead. Seeing him still totally that cluttered table, oh Shisha.
Got it!
You're really shocked about that. That's odd. The initial shock of finding the victim dead, you actually were surprised again. What was it that surprised you, Endo, besides your master's death? What do you mean? What's more, you were even more surprised the second time than the first. What could have surprised you more than finding your late master? Search me, you little thingy must have made a mistake.
Silence!
The girl is as sharp as a trout, to be sure. But her ability to hear people's emotions is absolute. Now get to remembering, you, Endo. What was it that surprised you? That was a compliment, right? Well, Great, now it's back up to 100. Damn it! No, we've put a new hard. Now it's meant to be all over the place. His emotions are completely out of control. Out of control? Care to explain how that's relevant? You know how normally I listen for the hidden emotions in the witness's voice, right? From there, I look for inconsistencies between their testimony and those emotions. Sometimes a person's feelings can run too high, making it hard to get proper readings. So that's how your Matrix program works. Fascinating. Ordinarily, it's just one emotion that runs out of control, but it seems there's nothing ordinary about this time. Oh, it's anger. That's my performance. I went to visit She Show. Oh! I knew it! Let's go join me. It's all in a bunch now. You notice multiple emotions running out of control at the same time. I've never seen anything like this, ever! So how does one bring a situation like this back under control? I have to find the root cause of this tangled mess before I can treat him. I identified what is causing his emotional rampage, they can probe to dive in further. I'll need to pinpoint what I think is the root cause and hit probe again. Through this process I can identify exactly what's causing Gwenda so much distress. And I will bring him back.
Controllably emotions that mean he has more personally.
Which makes sense. In that case, let's get started, shall we? Alright, I can't guarantee success, but it's definitely worth a shot. Try to look for the root cause of Gwenda's rampaging emotions. Realistically, the only thing I can think of is the Karuta cards. I get it now. The cards were the root of it all. Don't try to deny it. You can't hide your feelings from me. The dying message was left at the scene of crime is what's causing your distress. If the dying message was the cause of all those feelings, then that means the phrase I am forth must mean something to you. Yeah. Miles is on fire. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. There, noise level 0. Finally. Satola! The dying message consists of 2 words, Owen and forth.
Remember, this child never lied.
True, very true. I am aching, my man, I am aching. But neither of those 2 words have anything to do with this witness.
At least normally.
This topic warrants no further argument. Sure, there may not seem to be a direct connection between Uendo and the message. For now. Why don't you wait and decide what's necessary after you hear my theory? I trust you've hit upon something, Athena. Yep, my theory is right. We can finally solve the case of Uendo and the mysterious Owen Forth. Well, go on then. I can already tell this promises to be interesting. Now please share your theory with the court, Miss Sykes. There's something puzzling to me about Uendo's out-of-control emotions just now. Namely, that there were 3 distinct directions present. I'd never seen that before, and I wondered how it could be possible. The conclusion to this meandering music of yours. Hold your horses, I'm getting there. So could a person flip between 3 distinct emotions at such intensity like a switch? In the end, I concluded that this wasn't possible. So that's it, is it? A bit unconventional, but I'll grant that it's possible within the realm of psychology. Within the realm of psychology? I'm afraid you'll have to explain it for the old man up here on the bench. Your Honor, my theory is that Uendo... With so many distinct personas, it's clear to me that Uendo has dissociative identity disorder, aka DID. What does that even mean? Your Honor, the defense would treat this trial as a child's jest. Multiple personality disorder? A preposterous proposition indeed. Would you not agree, witness? How did she know? How did she figure it out? Paul Conker. I can't believe it. I did it. I did it, Simon. I read papers on it before, but I think I'd see a case of it for myself. Blimey. Record artists tell stories as different characters, but as different personalities. Hey, you lawyer girl. You got a problem with this, huh? No problem at all. It's all very hard to believe, but now that we've established the witness has multiple personalities, could each of them please introduce themselves to this court? Uendo Tonido, a Rakugo storyteller, as you know. Hello everybody, Patches, the friendly jester here. Kisagawa, Corazon. Is that all of you? Yes, that's all of us. So there are 3 personalities in total. Uendo, Patches, and Kisagawa. Huh. Well, son, what do you think now? But you're one lucky duck. Just be glad they were dense enough to help you out. Can you just straight up be Dick Gray for a change? You appear to be quite proud of your self-defense. But all you have done is infringe upon the privacy of the witness. I couldn't disagree more, prosecutor. Now that we know there are 3 personalities, a new way for us to interpret the meaning of a certain piece of evidence has arisen. A new interpretation? Oh, now I'm very curious. What is this piece of evidence you're talking about, Miss Sykes? What we know about Uendo and his personalities, this now makes perfect sense.
Take that!
The Karuta cards? That's right, Your Honor. Recall the original dying message left at the scene. I didn't have a clue as to what Owen Forth could possibly meant. But now, with this new information about Uendo and his personalities, is it possible that Owen Forth actually means a secret 4th personality of Uendo's? A personality named Owen? What? Paul Conker. Uendo also kept his dissociative identity disorder from us because he didn't want it to be associated in any way with that dying message. No, that's not why. We kept the disorder secret for a different reason altogether. We're taking advantage of our affection to act out various Rakugo characters. And if word of this got out, well, our reputation as Rakugo artists would be tarnished, as with the Tonido name. That's why we kept it a secret from anyone except members of the Tonido school. I mean, there's no 4th personality. It's just the 3 of us in here. A plausible enough sounding story. But it doesn't prove you didn't rearrange the cards, does it? What? I will concede that it is highly likely that the witness rearranged the cards. Is Prosecutor Salbari actually agreeing with us? However, is it not also possible the accused killed Master Tornado and then left that message in order to frame the witness? Upon noticing the cards when they found the victim's body, you arranged them. A fantastic tale, but a tale nonetheless. Oh, well, outside of tonight, I just cool knew about Uendo's multiple personalities. Uendo just finished saying so himself. Ah, that is true, but ultimately leading to this point. This was only in the dressing room for 2 to 3 minutes. That's far too little to commit murder, would you say? Then who's to say he couldn't have done it before his discovery? That spring chick memory of yours. Have you already forgotten Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony? Silence testimony?
The noodles incident.
Oh. Gira is going to meet at the dressing room, but we've heard sound of Rakiko being performed from within. Then the master was rehearsing, we decided to wait in the hall until he was done. Now that's right, until just a few moments before Uendo entered the dressing room, Typho Tornado was confirmed to still be alive. No! Not only that, but Uendo was on stage until just before he discovered the body. A bulletproof alibi that I have already confirmed with several audience members. Oh no! It was heard that his Rakugo performance that day was a steaming pile of... well, you get the picture. Yes, I'm afraid so. Really stunk up the stage I did. And yet I have a perfect alibi. Indeed. Well done, the coup de grace on the defense by describing your alibi witness. Okie dokie smoking! I was on stage until just moments before I went into the dressing room. The entire audience was my witness. Wait, hang on a minute. Okay. But my performance was a huge bust. Not a single soul laughed. I may be able to live down how terribly I bombed during that very important show. Uendo was on stage before he found the body, so he could not have to let it all go, defense, and move on. Well, get this, Prosecutor Sabmari. The right end of the agency never gives up. We fight to the bitter end. Okay, interesting. Allow me to say this once more. Let it go and move on. And allow me to say once more, I'm never giving up. Let it go and never. This is pointless. You should have taken advantage of this opportunity while you could, you foolish child. Your worthless convictions. Is it me who just can't stop staring at the flowy veil? And just the fact that it's spinning round. It's just pretty. Anyway, your worthless convictions only serve to prolong the accused's suffering. If words will not sway you, then perhaps pain will. What's she covered with now? Oh, all of her. Oh no, anything but this. What's the big idea, Prosecutor Salmari? That was but a small dose of punishment for your misguided convictions. I am now a bit more inclined to give up as instructed. As if! In that case, you must require another dose. Not bloody likely. I don't give two flips about your beliefs, but if Sykes Donor were to submit to you here, I won't be able to eat good sober anymore. That's right. For Mr. Wett's future and Prosecutor Blackwell's stomach, he will never give up. You will rue these words, defense. Of that I can assure you. Come on then. Let's cross-examine you.
Hold it!
How can you be sure it was you who was on that stage? Are you asking whether it could have been some imposter?
At least it's not with
I guess so. True. At least it's not whip combos. True that. Unlike a big arena, Requiem Theatre is a cozy little place. Ugh. It'd be hard to fool an audience in such an intimate setting, don't you think? Yeah, I guess you're right. Good. I'm glad we could clear that up, because I guess you could say...
Hold it!
Is there anything special about the stage or your performance that you can tell me? For example, were the lights dimmer than usual? Were there any problems or accidents? Not a thing. Everything was the same as always. Mr. Prosecutor, you questioned the audience, didn't you? Yes, of course. Apparently nothing seemed amiss to them, except, well, one small thing. One small thing? No, it's so embarrassing. I tried my best. Really, I did.
Hold it!
Do you have an idea what went wrong? I'm not sure if it was my performance, maybe it was just that particular audience, or maybe it was the story I picked. But every entertainer knows that this kind of thing happens from time to time. I guess that makes sense. Still, I wonder how I could have flopped at this uncommemorative show. Maybe I should dig into things a bit more. Could you tell me what Rakugo story you performed? I could, but I'm not sure if it would mean anything to the uninitiated. Well, even if I might not get it, can't you at least try me? Alright, if you insist. The story I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Time Soba, huh? Maybe you was right. You only said the name of the routine, I'm already lost. Ah, so you performed Time Soba, did you? What? You know I prosecuted somebody? In the course of my studies last night, I became familiar with a number of stories. I must say, defense, you would do well to prepare better for your next trial. Simon, what's Time Sober about? Look it up yourself. Allow me to give an overview. Now, the story takes place on a winter's night. A man orders a bowl of soba at a street stall. How are you doing, sir? What can I get for you? I see you got seaweed topped hanamaki soba. Most of soba sake soba. Oh, the boss shippies might be a bag, but there's nothing like a hot bowl of noodles and soup to warm the soul. You know it, sir. Well, Goku, we're coming right up. So how's business? Not so great, sir. Is that so? Well, that's great, because things can only get better from here, right? Well, prosecutor. The customer talks on and on like this. Finally, when he's done eating, he goes to pay for his soba. So how much do I owe you? That'll be 16 months, sir. I see. Sorry, but I only have small change on me. I'll count the coins into your palm so you can hold out your hand for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, what time it is? Is it? It's 9, sir. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Thanks, and bye. Ha 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 ha! Very well done, Prosecutor Salman. That was excellent. Huh? I don't get it. What's so funny about that? Don't you see? The customer paid with coins, counts them up one by one. Then just after counting 8, he asked about the time. And then Silver Vendor answered with 9. Oh, now I get it. He made the vendor say 9, and then he continued counting from 10. Exactly. He cheated the Silver Vendor out of 1 mon with his smooth talking. The story continues with another man who's all the whole thing and tries to do the same, but he bungles the trick and ends up paying more than 16 mon for his sober. The story ends on that as the punchline. You can look up the rest of the details yourself. Or I'm sure Prosecutor Sapmonk over there would love to perform it before you after court. So basically it's a story about a man cheating on a sober bill. That's kind of petty, isn't it? Is that really all you have to say about this classic story? Time sober is such a well-known statement of record girl that the skill of the artist could go in. Alright, just add it to the testimony, please, for the love of God. Fine, so you studied a lot, but you haven't got the time for lecture to talk right now, Prosecutor Sapmonk. I wanted to hear a little more. I suppose it is off topic. Getting back to the matter of hand mistakes, the witness stated that the story performed is called Talkie Sober, otherwise known as Time Sober. Would you like to add this statement to his testimony? Should he have a statement in his testimony? Have it added. Yes, Your Honour, I'd like to have it added. Very well.
Objection!
I remember Toki is a bird that extinct.
Toki? What's Toki? What's Toki? I don't know. You know, is there something odd about the routine you performed? Odd? No, I don't think there's anything odd about it. That's exactly what I find odd. The fact that you don't think it's odd. We are discussing the witness's alibi at the moment, defense. The sheriff's program is completely irrelevant.
Objection!
That's why you're wrong, Prosecutor Salmari. The reason being, it contradicts the statement the witness just made. Do you know what this is? No. What is it? It's an invitation to the show.
Extinct, so you don't really know.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, it makes sense, I suppose. It's an invitation to the show sent from Mr. Tonido to Prosecutor Blackwell. Included in the invitation is a rundown of the prosecutor show's program, which clearly states the time sample was to be performed by Master Tonido himself. No. You wonder, when did you perform the routine your master was scheduled to do? Well, you see, the reason for that is... How do I say this? You see, let's see, it was, a prank. That's right, it's just a little joke, you see? It's not surprised she should be performing his routine before he did. I don't know if I buy that. Is doing the victim's routine really just for laughs, or... Hey, didn't Simon happen to hear Time Saber come from the dressing room? She knew Windows' performance? On stage? Seems like too much of a coincidence. Wait, can it be? What's the matter? You look like a hen with a dozen eggs to lay. Stop comparing me to birds! Then cease this bird-brain timidity. If something has occurred to you, then lay it out for us already. Don't breed resentment in those watching your performance. Okay, calm down. I don't have a ton of confidence in this theory, but here goes.
It's a beautiful bird by any name called Toki in Japanese, Nipponia Nippon in the academic world, and Japanese crested ibis in English.
Ah, nice. Fair enough. Looks like Yuendo's ability alibi checks out, Your Honor, but he was on stage at the time. He may have been trying to obfuscate a crucial detail about this case. You referring to the silver below a man tried to skimp on in with this story? I'm not talking about a regular story, Your Honor. Oh, I'm sorry, but then what are you talking about, Miss Sites? What you end up maybe trying to deceive us about was... You end up trying to deceive us about the time of the victim's death. What?
Objection!
What gibberish. Prosecutor Blackwell even testified to the time of the victim's death. I know, but he only testified that way because he and Giro had been completely taken in. You mean by the silver bill thing? Would you please forget about the story for a second, Your Honor? I was deceived. Pray tell, how did Uendo manage to deceive two people while he was performing on stage? That's easy. All he had to do was use a certain prop in the dressing room. Oh? What might that be? The prop Uendo used was...
Take that!
This TV was used to view what was happening on the stage. Prosecutor Blackwell, when you came to the dressing room, what was Uendo doing? He was performing time, so blast! Could it be? Yes, it could, and it was. What you and Giro heard was not Master Tanaido practicing his routine. It was Uendo's performance as heard through this monitor's speakers. What? With the TV just inside the inner door of the dressing room, it could easily be heard from the hallway outside.
Its big bird white feather and the face red like the Oni mask with long beak.
Ah, never knew that. Never knew that. Oh, gas canisters. Because we knew that Master Tanaido was scheduled to perform Taibo sober, we were easily manipulated into thinking he was still alive in time rehearsing. Yes, your knowledge of the day's program is why the two of you could be fooled this way. Simon, did the voice you hear belong to Master Tanaido? The door's in the way, I couldn't tell exactly who the voice belonged to. But because I heard time sober, I just assumed it was Master Tanaido. I can't believe I was taken in by such a simple mind. All of that is mere conjecture. Where's your proof, defense? Yeah, which is sad, but there we go. He only moved the TV back when he discovered the body. After all, he couldn't very well leave it by the door. Because that's so... it's all way to figure out the trick he'd been playing. There's one more thing about Uendo's actions that's suspicious. And that is? The fact that he flopped so badly on such an important occasion. What's so suspicious about that? Even pros slip up once in a while, you know. Maybe even this time it was intentional. Because Uendo knew it'd be strange to hear laughter coming from the dressing room. Oh my! Yikes! It's all just a bit too perfect to be sheer coincidence. Plus, if the voice Prosecutor Blackwell and Giro heard was due to Uendo's scheming, then the victim's time of death could have been earlier than 4 PM. In other words, Uendo could have killed Master Tanaido himself. We've got you by the stones now, Uendo, so you better confess everything! Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? We demand an explanation. Hang on. Okay. Uendo! I confess, I tampered with the crime scene. Is the defense's claim that Uendo Tanaido is the true murderer in this case? If he tampered with the crime scene, then we have to at least consider him a suspect. Now wait just 1 minute. Yes, I admit to messing with the dressing room, but I didn't kill Shisho. And why did you tamper with the crime scene? I refuse to answer that question. What? If you suspect us with this, then I have a question for you. What could it be this time? Uendo had absolutely no reason to murder Taifu Tanaido. After all, why would Uendo kill the man who recognized his skills and promoted him? Oh, well, his motive was... I can't think of a single thing. It appears you're also not aware of one other fact. And that is... the accused visited the dressing room before 4 p.m. as well. Is it not natural, then, to suppose that the accused killed the victim at that time? What? Nobody told me that Miss Sweat had already gone there before 4 p.m. We were only discussing the time frame after 4 p.m., so I didn't think to mention it. Yeah, but now that you have made the time period before 4 p.m. relevant... Oh, I don't like where this is going. So you really do not know what your kind is doing during that time frame, do you? Well, it was all very sudden, and, why did you wait until the very last second to contact me, Simon? Don't give me that look. And just so you know, Bucky never told me he had visited the Master before 4 p.m. either. This sort of thing is exactly why the prosecutor keeps calling us unprepared. The events will stop squabbling this instant. Sorry, Your Honor. Prosecutor Salmani, please continue. Thank you, Your Honor. Defense. You know that Sir making compliments in that dressing room, correct? Is he talking about the equipment for making soba noodles? We speak of the large bowl that's used to mix buckwheat and flour, the long roll and pin, the special knife that's used to cut the dough to noodles. Precisely, these tools all came from the accused soba shop. You mean they didn't belong to Master Snyder? Mr. Wedge visited the dressing room to give the victim a soba-making lesson, and our visit was before 4 p.m. I'm afraid that after the accused kneaded the dough and made those noodles. He committed the act of murder. But wait, it doesn't add up. If Mr. Wedge killed the victim before 4 p.m., why would he return to that room at a later time? Is it Bucky? It is Bucky! Hey, yeah, where's Chopper? You're getting a boodle when it comes to noodle. Oh my! I am Miss Jiggity. I assign me. Reaching out back. Is because I don't want to go to good noodles. Mr. Wet! Oh. Whoa. Oh. Yesterday, I want to make a first suggestion real and that's when Master tonight ordered some noodles stock up on. What are noodles to stock up on? Very much so. Yes, ma'am. Master Idol kept a supply of sub noodles from my shop in his fridge. Yep. Yeah. Only I want to shove it left. About some shots, more. What's having your noodles in the fridge? But I thought the fridge was practically empty. Anyway, the whereabouts of the missing noodles isn't all that important now. You ran to me and Kira when you came back to deliver the uncooked soba, correct? That's right, Sammy. I made some out of my busy day to deliver him the noodles. Yeah. And you know what? You told me when I caught him in the doorway. He just kept mumbling regular lines for ages. So I got mad and went back to my soba shop. Ah, so that's why you got mad. If what he's saying is true, then there's no way he could be the murderer. I swear I'm telling the truth, Miss Jigger. Oh, and he's off. Bailiff, quick, get his man to the infirmary. Well, I dare say he's quite the handful. Your Honour, please accept the statements of Miss Wedge made us known to evidence. I believe the accused's statement about going to the ground room around 2 p.m. is true. for it falls within the victim's estimated time of death. A reasonable possibility the crime was committed between 2 and 4 p.m. I have some critical information. Yes, Your Honor. But other than that one point, Mr. Wett's statements are dubious and without proof.
Objection!
They are words of the defendant himself. Simon, back me up here. He has a point. If I were the prosecutor, I wouldn't accept them either. Well, I understand the defendant's feelings on the matter. This court is unable to accept anything other than the time the defendant made his visit. Now what do I do? I trust you have no further objections, defense. At last, the time has come to send the soul of the victim onward to the
Silence!
What are you yammering on about, Prosecutor Sadmonk? There's still something we need to question you into about. We do? Like what? Like what is something we're going to find out in the next episode. I think that's a good place to save off. We've done a couple of hours. The episodes put together. I think we've done pretty well for ourselves. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!